We have the opportunity to talk with Nicolas Brumelot, who is the CEO of DigiTrips. Hello.
Hello, Javier.
The first thing I would like to know is your background. What has influenced you to be now in assuming this challenge and responsibilities?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur in the travel industry for more than 20 years, co-founded GoVoyage in France, and then also did the combination with eDreams that led to what is today known as the eDreams Odigeo group, where I was deputy CEO and CFO. As an entrepreneur, when we left this venture, this big OT that is eDreams Odigeo today, we decided through a market opportunity to launch again in France a new venture, which is DigiTrips Group today, combination of different companies which serve different products on different channels.
Mm-hmm. Nicolas probably doesn't remember that, but I met him many years ago because I have a very good relationship with Javier Gonzalez-Soria, and at that time I was at Google, and it was one of the European operations. And as you have said, Odigeo is one of the most relevant OTAs worldwide, and GoVoyage was clearly one of the key elements of the
combination. Correct.
Now people could not remember the names of the original companies, but without GoVoyage, Odigeo wouldn't be what it is.
What it is today, eDreams, GoVoyage, and Opodo, which we bought at the time, makes it what it is today. This leading OTA in Europe.
Let's focus now on DigiTrips. Could you explain to us what is DigiTrips?
So DigiTrips, we power brands with different travel products to serve their community. So when we say we power brands, we power travel professionals, travel agencies, off-the-road travel agencies, online travel agencies, tour operators. These are our B2B customers. And we also power beyond travel brands, household brands who want to propose travel products to their own communities. These could be anything from, in France, we have big corporations have employee benefit programs, Airbus, the French hospital employees, the French underground, the Paris underground employees. So very diverse types of customers who want to provide travel services and products to their own communities. So we are an intermediary who bring the full service. We source, we standardize, and we distribute products under our own brand or under our partners as a fully white labeled solutions. We serve air, we do accommodation, which includes obviously hotels, but also rental properties, car rentals, standalone products, and we also package dynamically these through our own tech stack. So it's a fully owned tech stack, which enables us to power all these white labels. Includes airports. We power, for example, the Paris airports, the Nice airport with the different products.
It's difficult to categorize the company, but it will be more similar to the operator.
Well, in fact, yes, we're not an OTA. It's difficult to put us into one category because it's become very popular to power beyond travel brands and household brands. It's something that we've always done in France and also in Belgium with DigiTrips. So very difficult to put us in a position, but we are merchant of record, so we understand the full cycle of a customer experience from the booking to the actually at destination experience, because we also have in-house. We bought a company that's based in Canada that develops white label travel apps, mTrip, to serve the consumer at destination with more experience features rather than booking features.
So the idea is that you provide and also create product for those companies that doesn't have the means to really be capable to not just to offer, but to it's a product that should be bookable.
Exactly.
And until what stage do you get involved in the operation of that product?
Well, we actually source the product. So we contract with GDS, with all the sourcing activities in flights, but also in accommodation. We have in-house over 100 different connectivities to actually source. Then we standardize. So the customer who uses our platform has one single experience, whatever the airline or whatever the accommodation that he books. So it's very user friendly, whether it be a travel professional booking the tool or an end user using the tool. So we standardize and we fulfill, which means we do the booking to the airline or to the property, and we service any post-booking needs, the schedule change, cancellation. We've had a lot with the COVID, and so we handle this as a merchant of record to the customer of our customers as a fully white label brand. So all the back office system and all the back office features that interacts with the customer is fully white labeled to the different customers that we serve, to the different brands.
And in this intermediation, you pay to the suppliers and later charge to your clients, or there is a direct relationship in terms of payment between your clients and the suppliers?
No, we are as merchant of records, means we source and we pay the suppliers, and the customers pay us for whatever service has been booked. But we are always the ones interacting with the suppliers. We power a lot of non-travel brands who do not have the credentials to actually operate towards airlines or even towards hotel properties, and we manage the payment facilities.
I think it's a very small strategic approach, because all the revenue it's under one umbrella, since DigiTrips, what means that from the perspective of the supplier, you are generating a lot of traffic and a lot of business to them, and obviously that will improve the conditions that you can negotiate.
And also, for one, it does not compete with our suppliers. When we power Airbus employee benefit program, for example, airlines or hotel properties could not contract with Airbus because as an employer, as a company, they're not a travel agent, and they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the teams. And so through us, they address communities that they could not themselves serve. And so this is very useful for our partners. And also when we serve travel professionals and when we handle and serve smaller agencies, we release the supplier of all the burden of having to manage the financial, the credentials of not the fact they're not competent, they don't have the recurring knowledge of the volumes of the way an airline operates or how a property operates. So we simplify their business and we reduce cost and bring a benefit to our suppliers as well.
I think it's a fantastic idea. And regarding the model you have explained to us, what's the different elements that can form your profit? So where are you taking the money out?
So the money comes from the revenue streams. There are different revenue streams. There's revenue streams from our suppliers. So on air, it would be airlines, and we have a lot of actual incentive contracts in place with the major carriers. We have agreements also with GDSs when we book through a GDS. So that's revenue streams from the suppliers. On the same way, accommodation would have incentives through our sourcing platform, whether it be OTAs, it could be Booking.com, it could be
hotel beds,
exactly, or the bed banks. We have 60 odd connectivities from the car rental companies or from brokers, and we also take part of the revenue stream from the customer, to whom we charge markups for the service that we fulfill. For handling the customer from the booking, but mostly post-booking, and that's how we operate. And then cost efficiency of our system, which generates the economic performance of the group, which is a very profitable group, because we're extremely efficient in post-booking processes. It's a very tech-driven business, and it was incepted on full tech stack. Which enables to have a reasonable amount of employees to serve in a cost-efficient way our customers, but with a very good level of service, not underestimating the level of service that needs to be provided to the end customer, because we power brands that need to have customer satisfaction stock under mostly not under our own brand.
With the advantage of the elimination of the cost of acquisition of the final clients, which in travel, as you possibly know, coming from OAS,
Yeah.
it was a nightmare to be capable to get profitable transactions.
Exactly. I mean, we call it the red ocean. Obviously, you're a very big OTA, but when we launched in 2015, the big players were out there. Our own previous home, which was the Odigeo group, so much bigger than from a pure startup. So how can you penetrate in this market, not having the burden of the cost of acquisition? So our model is all based on no cost of acquisition. It's a pure performance-based model. Yes, we serve commissions to our partners, but it's very healthy. There's a booking, there's a commission. There's no booking, there's no upfront acquisition cost, which we could not support.
So actually, you are layered on top of airlines, consolidators, bed banks, etc. But adding simplicity, one-stop shop for many different travel products, and helping those companies that, on the one hand, they could not be travel companies, so they don't have the skills or even the legal compliance to act as a travel company, and even those that are travel companies do not have the resources to actually be capable to operate such a large portfolio of product as you do, having only one contact point.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And as I mentioned, it brings benefits to non-travel brands, and we see how quickly they can scale because they have the brand, they have the community. We have some of our brands who have more than 20 million members, which they address for different products, not only travel. But travel brings a very positive image because people want to travel. And you dream about traveling. It's not buying a commodity. It's about holidays, and so it brings a positive image. But yet it's a very complex environment, and it's getting yet even more complex with the tech in terms of both the sourcing and the fulfillment. And so we simplify all this, always having a care to simplify operations for our partners and bringing quality so they themselves can better monetize their own communities that they have or customer bases, whatever you name it.
Now, your geographical footprint, I guess, is focused in France, probably in Belgium. What are your plans regarding your international expansion?
So pre-COVID, we actually had started internationalization. We obviously kicked off from France. We very early on also opened Belgium, small market, but very complex market, 3 languages. So Dutch or Flemish and French and English. So we serve 3 languages in Belgium. We had opened Italy and Spain, when the COVID came around, we decided to downsize. But now, since we have the tech stack and the post self-care features enable us to scale. Now our primary objective is to go international with our solutions, all our different solutions, primarily on the European markets, on the different markets. And then if there's more reach out and partners that we find, why not elsewhere?
Last question. Imagine that we are here again at the end of November 2024. What would you like to tell me then about what has happened in 2024?
Well, that we have managed to further expand internationalization, and that we have maintained a profitability ratio, which is high. We have a profitability ratio of over an EBITDA of over 20%. And so it's keep our expansion and our growth rate, which is double digit, with the same profitability, which is, we know in travel it's not an easy thing to do. So obviously do both at the same time would be very nice. It's a challenge and a great achievement.
With such talented team as beginning with you and the rest of the members of the company, I'm pretty sure that you will be capable to do it, and that next time I interview you, you will be telling me how the company has grown up. Unfortunately, this is the kind of company that will be a really successful one, but nobody will know by the final public. because you are always behind the scenes, behind the
Exactly.
curtains.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it doesn't matter
It doesn't matter
because at the end is the value of the company.
exactly. The objective is to power brands and that our brands are happy and the customers are happy. It's not about the ego of having your own brand being exposed. That's not the primary objective. It is, providing a great product with a great service to our customers.
Thanks a lot for your time and for your clear explanation. It's a pleasure to see how really experienced travel leaders keep on working in the industry and bringing effective, real, tangible ideas to improve the. I think there's life besides AI and metaverse
Of course.
and blockchain. So this is real business solving real problems, and these kind of projects certainly are really relevant projects.
I guess thank you, Javier. And it obviously relies on having a vision and a strategy, and that I don't believe AI can replace it. Yeah, happy to be around, and as an entrepreneur, which is a thing that I like to do. And it's an exciting world. Once you're in travel, you want to stay in travel, and I've been in travel for a long time, and I'm happy to continue the route with new innovations.
Thank you.
Travelthink is a non-profit initiative launched and managed by Dr. Javier Gonzalez-Soria in 2006, focused on new trends, innovation, and startups in the travel tech space. Thousands of professionals received the Travelthink news, where travel top leaders and entrepreneurs shared their insights and reflections.